You know when homemade biryani sits untouched and you are like the first person to break into those layers and serve yourself, well, that feeling makes me happy. Today we are preparing a Yemeni-style biryani called Zurbian. What I particularly love about this recipe, obviously it has chicken, but it also has potatoes, and that elevates this dish to another level. And usually I would say one bite into this and blah blah blah, but today मैं ये खाने जा रहा हूँ. Alright, let's start with the recipe. First, we're going to make the spice powder for this, and it's very simple. Some black pepper, coriander seeds, some cloves, green cardamom, cinnamon, some cumin seed, and just dry roast this till it just starts to smoke. Once it cools down, we're going to add some turmeric into this and just grind this into a powder. You can store this in a container and keep it along with your spices. The next thing you need to do is fry up those onions. Trust me, this is the only thing that is actually time consuming and takes some effort. So take some time and do that. Heat up the oil till it's nice and hot and just fry the onions. I'm not adding any corn flour to the onions. I'm just going to let them fry really nicely. Also remember, take a nice wide pan while you're frying the onions and do it in batches, or else the oil will just rise up and flow onto your table. You don't want that. You don't want to get injured. Once the onions are nice and golden, just going to drain them off and keep them on the side. And these fried onions are essential for the marination. So I'm going to take half of the fried onions, keep the half for later for layering. Into this goes some yogurt along with some ginger and garlic, and add a generous amount of that spice powder that we had made. Blend this up into a paste like this, and into this we're going to add the chicken. I've got some large cuts of chicken over here, which is specifically for biryani. You can find it very easily in the market. Just add the chicken into it. Along with this, I'm going to add potatoes, which have just half. In goes some salt, mix it up, and this needs to marinate for at least 3 to 4 hours. But since I want to make this the next day, I just let this marinate in the fridge overnight. So the next day, my chicken is very well marinated. I've also washed, soaked, and then drained the basmati. I've soaked it just for 15 minutes. So the first thing that we're going to do is just cook the rice. We're just cooking the rice. 75% is all that I'm looking for. So add water, add salt, add some whole spices to the water along with some oil. Bring this to a boil, and into this we're going to add the rice. Takes about 7 to 8 minutes for the rice to cook to about 70%, but just make sure you keep checking it. Also, when the rice is done, I just want to drain it off and place it on a tray like this so that it cools down and doesn't overcook complete. So our rice is done. I'm going to keep this on the side. Now let's start cooking the chicken. So I'm going to heat up some oil in a deep pot like this, set it on a medium heat, and then just add the marinated chicken to this. I'm going to fry the chicken for just 3 to 4 minutes on medium heat. Into this I'm going to add a little bit of water, and I'm going to cover it and let the chicken cook for 7 to 8 minutes. The chicken will leave a lot of water, so don't worry about adding too much water. Once the masala is really nice and thick, I'm going to start layering this with the rice, some fried onion, and then drizzle some saffron water. You can even use saffron milk if you want. Add in the second layer of the remaining rice and repeat the same process with some onions and some saffron water. Now it's time to give the dum. I'm going to place the pot on top of a tawa and just let this go on very low heat for 30 minutes. 30 minutes is all that it needs. The rice will cook, the chicken will get beautiful and succulent, and that's the recipe, my friends. Make this, serve it, enjoy it. If you watched the video till here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon, like the video. Now I'm going to enjoy this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.